Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Room here to run. Let's get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield, get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield where they're blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, and as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Right at the 30.
To throw is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
The kick by McManus is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action now. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
The Ravens at 10-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, you know when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They'll run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And it pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They go play action with Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Albert Okuwebunam. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good strong drop catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty.
I'm so confused. And Jackson throwing once more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bobbing him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again, Wilson. And this pass broken up. That's a little tangle. And now 4th down. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action now. Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Thank you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Thank you.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Thank you.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Wilson on first down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving down the field, but that's a play we just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go with the playmakers. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. But I think the ball's out.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got room. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense.
I'm about to get in. I'm in the lead game. The 4th quarter.
On
The 4th
2nd
quarter.
and 12.
I'm in the lead
Jackson.
game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. 1-score game.
So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken. with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. On the move past the 40. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Jackson to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Wilson to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning.
That's how you go win the game. That's how you go win the game.
Final seconds.
Wow.
McManus now for the extra point. And they have got the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
That fan base is happy with that field goal.
I don't know fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games, one swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in the dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking those bad fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands.